So my name's Dan Paulsell. I'm the alumni coordinator at AKUA, and Sarah is with us today, one of our alumni, and I was just going to ask you a few questions.
I feel like we're on Ellen DeGeneres.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, always. So we'll just jump right in. What brought you to AKUA?
So I had been going to school in San Diego, and I had been struggling with my drinking for a while.
Was there one pivotal thing, like if there's one thing maybe you learned about yourself or in the experience that was meaningful to you, can you recall what that was?
This was all new to me. I was so unaware of what this experience would be like. So AKUA was really, really good about, slowly opening that door for me a little by little. And just, they cared. You guys care, welcomed me with open arms. They were so willing to, get to know me, get to know the underlying problems, and to help me, find a solution for my drinking.
What role does the alumni program play in your life, or did it play in your experience at AKUA?
Wednesday night AKUA alumni meetings I try to go every week. I stay active on the Facebook page, checking to see events that are happening and, comments about birthdays and, that kind of thing. Checking in with previous clients, like, how are you doing? How's it going? So I'd say alumni is a big part of my program today, because I really like being a good example of it working.
Do you still stay in contact with people from alumni, like people you were in treatment with or other people in the alumni program? Would you say they're a part of kind of your recovery circle on a regular basis?
I stay in touch with people that are, still sober. I don't really stay in contact with people that have relapsed or have gone back out. AKUA alumni is definitely a direct part of my fellowship.
Sarah, what's some advice you would give someone struggling with substance abuse or mental health?
I came in as a dual diagnosis, and so mental health was a huge thing that I wanted to kind of figure out. Anyone that was struggling, I'd say, it does pass, but you need to put in the work, and you need to, directly address it and not just, slip it under the rug. I came in with a lot of trust issues, and I wasn't able to get honest. I was convinced that I was going to convince everybody at AKUA that I was fine and that I could leave. So just, getting honest with other people and, expressing your problems to them and, what you're going through, because chances are they're going through the exact same thing, and they can, give you some advice or give you some support or love or whatever you need in that moment. So
you mentioned following through with aftercare and continuing therapy as part of your recovery program. I wonder if you had the same opinion of therapy before you came to AKUA, that you needed it.
I had been in therapy since I was, in middle school. I didn't think it worked. I didn't really think that it did me much good. I was lying to that therapist for years. She didn't really know what was going on with my drinking, because I was so manipulative, and I was so in my way of thinking, which was, compulsively lying and just trying to keep up a good appearance.
Could you tell me a little bit about the staff at AKUA?
The staff at AKUA is amazing. They were a huge part of me getting adjusted and coming to terms with staying, because you always have that thought, in the back of your head that's like, okay, I can leave at any moment. And I didn't know, like I said, I didn't know anything about treatment coming in. I didn't know anything about, getting sober or being sober. I just, had this mental picture in my head that was, being in a cement room, coming in and seeing all of these young, happy people participating in their sobriety and being of service and helping out other people was a big shock for me. I just had this mental, picture of what sobriety looked like, and it was nothing like what it actually was. And so when I got to see that like you can be young and still have fun and still have a life and be sober, that was a really cool realization, and I was able to see that through the staff.
So what's the biggest difference between where you were when you showed up to AKUA and what your life looks like today?
I was a mess, mentally, physically. I was just in crumbles, you know. I didn't know which way was up, down, sideways. You know, I couldn't manage my life anymore. But the biggest thing was I was just at this emotional rock bottom. And I hated myself. I hated who I'd become. I hated what I was doing to people. I hated everything about me physically and mentally. So just diving in and doing so much work on myself in the span of a year has changed me drastically. Like, I still talk to my mom on the phone and she still is like, I can't, like, you're a whole different person, you know? She's like, I don't even think I'm talking to the same person, you know? Just the way I react to things, the way I talk to people, the way I, you know, carry myself. I'm able to actually look at myself in a mirror today. I'm actually able to make eye contact with another human being, hold a conversation, and, you know, not go home that night and be like, oh my God, like, what is that person saying about me? What do they think about me? I'm able today to be confident and loving and forgiving towards myself and actually like who I show up as every day as a human being. It's an amazing feeling, and I really, you know, I like hanging out with myself. I have fun with myself. I make myself laugh, and, you know, and I'm able to sit in a room in quiet with my thoughts now, which I wasn't able to do before either. I get to relearn how to do fun activities sober again. You know, like at AKUA, we would go bowling or we would go hiking, and I got to like relearn how to do those things sober and genuinely enjoy it. And another huge thing for me is concerts. Like, once I was there, I was drinking. I don't remember the concert. I didn't remember the music. And now I can actually sit there and enjoy the music, hear the music, enjoy, you know, my surroundings and the performance.
Well, I really appreciate you taking time to come talk with me. It's always good to see you. And I know you're super busy, and you taking the time means a lot to me and to AKUA and everybody that was, you know, a part of your treatment. And so thank you very much for that.
Thank you. I'm so happy I got to do this.
Yeah, I'll see you Wednesday.
See you Wednesday. Okay, great.